Can I give a little story in my closing? Do you mind? I don't know how much time we have. I'll make it as quick as I can. Holly, my story is you don't judge a book by its cover. And it kind of reminds me, I spoke to Cynthia a little bit earlier today about a train ride from Philadelphia to Quakertown. When I was on the train and these 3 kids were running up and down the train, hitting the backs of the seats, annoying the heck out of me. Every once in a while going over to their dad, and he was just sitting there holding a newspaper, and they were driving me nuts, right? Climbing over the seats, pushing off of people, and he just sat there reading his newspaper. I finally got up and I walked over to him because I was tired, and I said, "Sir, your children are out of control. Please either get them under control or get off of this train." And he looked up at me with a tear rolling down his cheek and said, "We're on our way home from Jefferson. Their mother just died and I haven't told them yet. And I don't know how I'm going to." And I judged this man, not knowing anything about his story. Holly walked into our office 7 years ago, holding a baby in a little bear costume or whatever it was. And Elsa said, "Oh, there's my 2 o'clock interview." One finally showed up. And Elsa gave her a clipboard, and lady's like, "What?" And Elsa goes, "Fill this out, I'll talk to you in a minute." And she goes, "I'm here to give my daughter $20. Her daughter worked for us. Our 2 o'clock interview did not show up. And we saw this girl walk in, and we saw her with a baby, and we're like, "Ugh, this is going to be trouble," but give her a clipboard. And a little judging happened. 7 years later, she runs our almost $1 million office. She takes care of our people. She takes care of our family. She takes care of her family, her adopted children, her foster children, her she is unbelievable. Yet I judged her for a minute, and I never should have. And I've also had people walk into that office and say, "Elsa, there's our next superstar," and they didn't show up Tuesday. You never know what's going on around you. And sometimes it's none of your business. Sometimes you just have to let people do their thing and hope they can take care of themselves and do what you ask them to do. And some will, some won't. I think our story is, it's been a heck of a ride. It was far from planned by us. In my opinion, someone else had plans. And I think just thank you, Frank and Cynthia, for trusting in us and not judging a stay-at-home mom or a kooky guy, and trusting us with your brand. That's how I feel.